welcome back. Another episode, or I shouldn't say an episode, another video on Stargate. I'm going to do another mods showcase. Today I'm going to be concentrating on Stargate Atlantis. I'm personally a big fan of the show. I know, a little bit of a nerd, but I loved it. Loved the movie, loved the shows. Too bad they stopped on Continuum, I think it is. The one where they're in the ship and they're stuck on the ship and they can't Stargate. Yeah, okay. So, as you can see here, we got a couple things going on. Just starting to build kind of like a test lab kind of thing. So, welcome to day one of test lab for Ark Survival Evolved mods. And basically, what I get from the Stargate mod is it gives you the ability to transport yourself and your dinos from place to place very quickly, very efficiently, without being out in the open and exposed. And I actually forgot to place these down, so let's just place these down and don't worry about it. I'm gonna go through them. I'll just put that there for now. Okay, so Stargate Atlantis mod, and I'm gonna put all the information in the show more info below. And if I haven't gone through where to get certain things, please put it in the comments below. Any ideas you guys have. If I do come across something that I haven't really gone through, like let's say black pearls, something I'm going to need. So I've already done a video on black pearls. I'll put the link for the video to get the black pearls in the more info below. But let's just get down to it. So the first thing, let's go into our inventory. And everything starts with a crafting bench. Not every mod, but most mods have their own crafting bench. So let's put in Stargate. And as you can see, it requires the ancient bench. So we've already got a place to go. Let's look for this ancient bench. And apparently we can learn it right away. So let's learn the ancient bench. And then what we would do is we'd go into craftables. We would craft the ancient bench with metal ingots, crystals, and electronics. And the ancient bench, and again guys, if you want me to go through the videos and go through the crafting and stuff like that, let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to do it. But for the sake of time, let's just say we've crafted our ancient bench, and here it is right here. And it's going to toggle just like any other ancient bench, no difference. So let's get into the Stargate Engrams themselves. So we're going to go into the Stargate itself, Stargate Shield, Stargate Remote, and another thing we're going to need is the ZPM. I think it's called a ZPM. Maybe they've 0-point module. Okay. So if you're into Stargate, it's DPM 0-point module, and all these require no levels. So that's a good thing. So now we've learned the Engrams. Let's go into our bench, and you'll see here we have ancient. And I forgot one more thing. We need the teleporter rings. So again, consumes no EP. Beautiful. And then if we just go back and in there, it refreshes itself. So we've got the shield, the teleporter rings, the 0-point module, and the Stargate itself. Another thing it is, or it does have, is the saddle Stargate. Don't know why the level's so high there. That's kind of ridiculous, but I'm gonna go ahead and give myself all the Engrams just so you guys see the entire thing. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start making Stargates. You need one Stargate to connect to another Stargate, and for that you're going to need metal ingots, electronics, obsidian, and crystal. And then again, just for the sake of time, let's say we've crafted the Stargate itself. You're going to want to place the Stargate on a foundation, just like this. And then to the right of the Stargate, you'll see a console. If your server admin doesn't have the Stargate in first in line, then you need a Stargate Remote to actually work it. But this is the only mod I have on my local server right now. So, and some of the things you can do here is rename the Stargate, demolish, show console, all kinds of things. We can actually dial the numbers themselves. It's got no shield, force disconnect. Let's rename the Stargate. So we'll call it Arc Test Lab. Okay, so we've got our Arc Test Lab Stargate. Let's show console. And here we have previous connections to the left. We have dial address, and we've got a couple other Stargates that I've set up and a public Stargate. So the deal with the public Stargate is if your server admin wants to put in Stargates, or I think it's just the admin that can do this. So if your server admin wants to put in Stargates, what happens is they become available to everybody. So you don't need to know the Stargate pins or anything like that. And Stargate pins, to explain it, is above on the top of this window here. You've got your gate address 673208. So anyone that knows that address can connect as long as they punch in the number here. Okay, so I don't think you can dial yourself. 3208. And no, it's not going to do anything. Okay, and basically what I wanted to show you is we're going to go pretty much straight across the island. So let's go back into the show console again, and we'll go to the public address. But as you can see, nothing happens. And that wasn't an accident, that was totally on purpose. Not really, but so the ZPM goes in the trophy slot to the right. Okay, now it should be powered. So now we've got a powered thing on our screen, and it should work now. My apologies.
Programming 7th symbol into computer.
Chevron 1 is holding. Chevron 1 is locked in place.
Power output at 23%.
Chevron 2 is holding.
Engage. Chevron 2 is locked in place.
At 35%.
All right, we've got a condition crash at the gate. Evacuate all personnel.
It's under the cover stones?
Yes. My father found it 1928, made out of a mineral, unlike any found on Earth.
Chevron 5 locked in place.
79%.
Chevron 6 is holding. Chevron 6 is locked in place.
This is as far as we have ever been able to get.
Center the probe.
And as you can see, the actual glyphs, they light up and everything. It'll make its connection. I just want to get a good angle. And it actually has that splash thing like they do on the Stargate. And here we are across the island. Now, we can't go back through. It's a one-way connection, and we got to give it a cooldown time. Hopefully this bird doesn't attack me. Okay, so it shut down. Let's go back home. Hopefully I can do this. Show console. And here we have Arc Test Lab. Try to get a better angle for it this time. And that just looks like all kinds of awesome right there. So now we'll go back, and then we're back in the across the map in the snow biome. Okay, so we know the Stargates, we know we gotta go to the ancient bench to craft it, we know we power it with the ZPM, we know where to put the ZPM. Now I'm gonna show you another option that comes with the Stargates. And there isn't really any way for me to test this very easily, but you're gonna be interested in Stargate Shields. Okay? So basically what this does is, like it says in the screen, is it equips onto your Stargate and it will protect you from unknown incoming calls. So, like I said, I can't really test it out one guy here, but same as doors know who's in your tribe, who's not in your tribe. And for this you're going to need crystal, silica pearls. But I just happen to have one here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you where to put the shield. Show console. No, sorry. Access inventory. You're going to want to put the shield directly in the center. And now what happens is, people that aren't in your group, they can't dial your address. Even if they have that number that we've looked at previously, they won't be able to dial your address. So the next thing, and it looks like he's going to come by and say hi. Hit you. Okay. So the next thing I want to go over is teleporter rings. So again, in the ancient bench. And here we have our teleporter rings. And like it says, it'll let you travel up or down to the nearest teleporter ring. It requires the metal, electronics, obsidian, and crystal. I've already placed down 2 teleporter rings. So I've got one here. And I believe the other one, where did we place it at the beginning? Right here. Okay. So basically what this is just a point-to-point teleport system. And it only works off the closest teleporter ring, like it said. So this is the closest, and the other one is right by the Stargate there. So if we step on this, the rings come up. And we actually get moved over here by the Stargate. How cool is that? Let's just do that one more time. And there's the Stargate over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to show you that there is a little bit, and you can pick up these items, the Stargate items. So I'm going to use the Stargate itself again. Oh, I toggled the DHD, sorry. So toggle DHD actually hides the console. The dial home device. And let's show console. And let's go to the public address again. So, okay, here we are on the other side of the map, and I'm actually going to put down this guy. Anywhere is good. And as you can see, nothing happens. So, not as much range as the Stargate itself. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is the saddle Stargate. So, saddle Stargate, for whatever reason, for me it was showing crazy points to get it, but basically what it is just like the Stargate, but you can put it on a dyno platform. So I've already got one set up on my Bronto over here. It looks like Mr. Bronto has a Mrs. Bronto. So let's go ahead and get on the Bronto. And then again, we're going to have to put the ZPM into access inventory, the trophy slot. So now it's all powered up. And the DHD, I'm guessing they wouldn't think that it would fit on a dinosaur anyways, but we can look at the console through the ring itself. So let's go to the test lab. Oh, don't knock me off. Ooh, there it goes. And there we are, back at the test lab. So another thing I wanted to show you guys, that it does work for your dinos, so you can bring your dinosaurs through there. And I had a bird, but it looks like the bird is gone. Okay. And I just wanted to show you that you can use the teleporter rings while you're on a dinosaur. He's not very good at sharp turns, but I'm sure we can get this to go on. And there you go. So teleporter rings work, and then you can bring your excuse me, you can bring your dinosaur through the gate itself. Animations are kind of slow there. And there we have our Bronto in a place where he shouldn't be. Okay, so we're gonna dial back home, take our Stegosaurus, not Brontosaurus. You guys should have told me I was calling the wrong name. And the turning radius on this guy is, you know, is about as good as a school bus. Just get him back through here. And I want to go through one more thing. What I wanted to go through was the last item is a Stargate Remote. So this will just be in your Engrams, I hope. Yes. So here all we need is one stone, and we're going to go ahead and craft the Stargate Remote. I just so happen to have one in my inventory already. Basically what this does is it connects to any Stargate that's in range of the remote. I'm not too sure what the range is, but I know there is a range. And basically what you're doing is you're bypassing the DHD here. So you just right click, and it gives you your previous connections, your available addresses, just like the DHD device. So let's go back on the Bronto, and then you can see the Stargate is actually dialing. And then the good thing about this is if you're on your dinosaur and you don't want to get off but you want to use your Stargate, you just use your mouse wheel and the Stargate remote is in your hand. Let's put the Stegosaurus on top of the Bronto and see what happens. Bam, there you go. And that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to put a server, put my personal server that I use, that I play on. And another announcement is the robotGamer Arc Division. I got the Steam group up. I've got the ways to get a hold of me for server information and stuff like that. But I'm going to put all that info in the more info below. And I hope I see you online. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.